A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Nottingham Forest to play Huddersfield for place in Premier League. Having knocked out Huddersfield on penalties in the Premier League last weekend, Nottingham Forest are now only one match away from a place in the top flight.
It is the perfect time to take stock of Forest's superb season. As we look ahead to the weekend, we should take stock of how the team has performed so far.
In this piece, we'll focus on some of the key players, and our thoughts on the rest of the team. Nottingham Forest beat Huddersfield on penalties.
With one win away from promotion, Nottingham Forest have moved within one win of the Premier League and will face Huddersfield Town in a showpiece final on May 29. In the first leg, Nottingham Forest had a 12-1 lead and were in a commanding position.
A goal from Brennan Johnson extended their lead at City Ground. But, in the second leg, Sheffield United came back to level the tie and forced extra time.
Neither side could find a winner and the match went to penalties after losing the second leg of the Championship playoff 12-1 on aggregate. Nottingham Forest will now play Huddersfield on penalties to decide their fate.
The two sides won the first leg 2-1, while the second leg ended in a 3-3 draw. In a tense final minute, the home fans invaded the pitch, with a fan headbutting Sheffield United captain Billy Sharp.
The playoffs are the richest soccer games, and the EFL Championship is no different. Forest and Huddersfield will meet in the final at Wembley on May 29.
The difference between winning and losing in the Championship playoffs is estimated at $167 million and could go as high as $328 million. And, it's not just a chance to make a name for yourself. You could become the next big star of Premier League soccer.
After a 12-2 draw at Wembley Stadium, the result will be decided on penalties. Sheffield United scored late in the extra time period to win 3-2, but Nottingham Forest were not far behind.
In the first penalty shootout, Forest goalkeeper Samba saved Ollie Norwood and Conor Hourihane. In the second shootout, the Forest goalkeeper saved the efforts of Conor Hourihane and Brennan Johnson.
Nottingham Forest beat Huddersfield in the Premier League. The fans at Wembley are expecting Nottingham Forest to beat Huddersfield Town in the promotion playoff final.
The visitors were a 2-goal underdog after their first leg defeat against Huddersfield Town. Huddersfield, who finished third in the Championship, have won 4 of their last 5 games and are looking to make it 3 from 3.
Nottingham Forest are without a win in 4 league games and must hope they can turn their luck around and beat Huddersfield in the Premier League. Forest have not lost 3 league games in 66 years and were in good form when they went ahead against Huddersfield in the first half.
They made 7 changes and changed formation, as manager Sabri Lamouchi aimed to break their recent run of no wins. Huddersfield's captain Jonathan Hogg was fortunate to escape with a yellow card for a studs-up challenge on Harry Arter, but they failed to create much in the first half and ended up conceding a goal in the second.
Forest's Cyrus Christie had a shot comfortably saved before he went on to score his second goal of the game. EFL Championship is the richest prize in football.
If Nottingham Forest and Huddersfield win this tournament, they can join the likes of Bournemouth and Fulham in the Premier League. The EFL Championship is currently in the final stages, and both sides can move one step closer to the Premier League if they win the playoff.
It was a penalty shootout last time out, but Nottingham Forest won 3-2 on penalties. Nottingham Forest are one match away from a spot in the Premier League.
Nottingham Forest are one match away from a return to the Premier League after winning a penalty shootout against Sheffield United in the Championship playoff semi-final. The two sides were locked at 2-2 after extra time, but Forest's goalkeeper Bryce Samba made 3 crucial saves to earn his side a penalty shootout win.
Forest also won the first leg of the tie 12-1 thanks to a strike from Brennan Johnson. Forest's fans invaded the pitch after his last save, headbutting Sheffield United captain Billy Sharp.
The current logo of Nottingham Forest has not been around for very long. The original design featured the city arms of Nottingham.
The current badge, however, was first used in 1974. The design was credited to Brian Clough, who joined the club the following year.
It also features 2 stars above the badge to commemorate 2 European Cup wins, in 1979 and 1980 by the club. The current logo was created by a Trent Polytechnic graphic design lecturer.
after a loss to Sheffield United at the end of February. Forest won on penalties against Huddersfield. The goalkeeper Bryce Samba saved 3 penalties, while Forest's Morgan Gibbs-White missed 2.
In the final minute of extra time, Forest fans spilled onto the pitch and one Blades fan was tackled by a Forest fan. Paul Heckingbottom subsequently admitted that Billy Sharp was shaken up after the game.
Both Nottingham Forest and Huddersfield Town are now 1 match away from promotion. Huddersfield, on the other hand, won 12 won on aggregate over Luton Town on Wednesday.
Jordan Rhodes' 82nd-minute goal was the difference between the two teams. Then, 24 hours later, Nottingham Forest and Huddersfield battled it out on penalties.
The Forest goalkeeper saved 3 penalties, and the match ended 3-2. Nottingham Forest are on a superb run.
Despite the fact that they are currently 5th in the Championship, the Reds have been on a remarkable run of form this season. During the international break, the club managed to beat Huddersfield 2-0 in a thrilling match.
The Reds are targeting a top 6 finish with 5 games left to play. Despite their good form, Huddersfield still have plenty of work to do to secure promotion.
The playoffs are always exciting to watch and this is no different. The two sides are on a fantastic run and will go head-to-head in a semi-final.
The sides will meet on May 13 and 17, and the winner will face either Sheffield United or Luton Town. This game could change if circumstances change in the Premier League.
Huddersfield had a great run of form this season and had leapfrogged Forest into 3rd place after winning 2-0 at home to Bristol City. Meanwhile, Nottingham Forest drew 1-1 at Hull City.
Forest will have to beat Bournemouth in the playoffs to leapfrog Cherries and stay up with the top. The result means they will need to win their final 2 games to end their 23-year Premier League absence.
While 3rd-placed Forest and Huddersfield are guaranteed promotion, there are a host of other clubs battling for the final 2 places. In the Championship, Nottingham Forest are currently in 5th place, 1 point behind Huddersfield and Luton.
With 5 games to play, they are currently the hottest team in the league. Nottinghamshire Live have referenced advanced analytics and a 538 supercomputer to predict the results.
Kaynan Davis has continued to be in demand as well, making him the perfect candidate for promotion from the Championship. Nottingham Forest are currently 9th in the Championship.
A point in the playoffs could see Sheffield United and Huddersfield rise to the Premier League at the first attempt. Nottingham Forest, on the other hand, are looking to get back to the top flight and could even complete a shock by winning the playoff against Luton Town.
Despite their difficult run of results, the Reds remain in the hunt for promotion. The last time Nottingham Forest were in the top flight was in 1998-99, when they finished bottom of the league and failed to win the championship.
Then, the club slipped into League One and spent 3 seasons in the 3rd tier. It has been 23 years since Nottingham Forest last played in the Premier League, and many of their supporters will not remember the club being in the top flight.
Indeed, the majority of players and fans will not even remember the Forest team from 2021. This result is a huge boost for the Reds.
The victory over Sheffield United in the FA Cup playoff was vital to the Reds' bid to make the Premier League. They will face Huddersfield Town in the playoff final on May 29.
Although they were beaten 3-3 on aggregate, they will be aiming to return to the top flight as soon as possible. The game started in a tense atmosphere, and Nottingham Forest were on top.
In the first half, Surridge claimed a free kick on the left and delivered the ball into the box. The resulting header was deflected, allowing Yates to head the ball past Blackman.
At halftime, Forest were aware that their next opponent would be Liverpool. The game continued to be a tense match, with both sides snatching the ball around impressively.